Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. Over here at the Andersons, we are in the Christmas spirit and getting ready for the holidays. So I thought that I would bring you along and show you how I take down my fall decor and some key elements to putting up my Christmas table and really any of my dining room tables that gives it that special sparkle and shine and gets raving reviews every time. So I'm going to start by taking down all my fall decor. My fall decor is really popular and I love it. I just love the colors. I love the way they shine when the sunlight comes through the window. But I also love the way the Christmas decor sparkles. So I was excited to get rid of the fall decor finally and put up the Christmas stuff. So I'm just taking everything down and just bringing up the box from downstairs. I do make sure that I organize it pretty well. I put things in boxes and I label them just so that next year when I come back I know where everything is. I do undoubtedly forget where one or two things are, but for the most part the system works. I use the same paper every time. Newspaper is probably 5 years old because I use the same ones to keep wrapping everything up and putting it up neatly. It takes a little while if I'm not organized, so I make sure that I put everything in the right place. I was really excited because my husband and I have been busy with a lot of DIY projects, and our bookshelf was one of those projects in the living room, or what we call now the library, because we put up a pretty big bookshelf as you can see here, and we did it out of industrial pipe ourselves, and we are so proud of it. It is just a wonderful accent piece to our front room, and every time I decorate for a holiday now I get to decorate this wonderful space, and I just enjoy just wiping it down and get it polished. I put some gloss on it this year so that it can actually shine, and took an opportunity to really just get it dusted and cleaned up. And so I did keep some elements to the bookshelf. I kept my wreaths that I keep for fall and for winter, even though my husband says that they're really not for winter. I think they are. I mean, sticks are in the winter, right? So I kept those up and decorated with some Christmas decor in front of them, and I think that it gave it a really nice deep look to the bookshelf, and you guys will see the layer and the texture that I'm talking about. So I used to put these decorations that I got from Hobby Lobby up in the kitchen around the cabinets, and now that we have the bookshelf, I'm just super excited that I can put them in here. I took all the fall decor from outside. The pumpkins really did last. Some people said that I needed to paint them and put a clear lacquer on them so that they would last longer, and I didn't. They actually lasted several months and they did not rot. I got those from Publix and I was super excited. But it was time to bring out the snowman, and I see him down in the basement all the time, and I'm always excited to get him and bring him out and take down the basic welcome sign and put up the Christmas wreath. I think next year I'm going to get a new fall wreath, but for right now it's going to be the Christmas wreath. You guys, if you like my video, make sure you like and subscribe, and leave me a comment and let me know, do you like decorating for the holidays? Why or why not? Some people have a favorite holiday that isn't Christmas. Maybe it's their birthday, but I really do like decorating for Christmas. So I'm pulling out all the Christmas stuff. I love looking at the cloth and the texture to everything. One of my first things that I always do to my table is to put some type of cloth down. I like to have something that has a contrasting color or a contrasting pattern, like right here. I like to put that at an angle and just really work my angles. It's like taking a picture, working the lighting and the angle. And I also like to make sure I stack my dishes. So each year I try to add 1 or 2 elements to the previous year's table. I have about 3 sets that I rotate, and last year we did electric blue and gold, which was so pretty. But I actually found some things that went with this red set from HomeGoods. And so the story is, I started off a few years ago with just the bowls and the plates, and I got those for $3 at HomeGoods. And so you can really get a good price if you shop after the holidays. And I think it was the day after Christmas, and I bought so much stuff that I still have gift wraps, gift bags, and my husband said I was overdoing it, but some of that stuff was just $1, you guys. And so once I got that, I went on Macy's.com and I actually found the matching, I think it was the mugs I got next. And so everything came together for a really cheap price. Everything was on sale. And so last year when I didn't have my red table up, I actually came across a platter that I'm going to pull out in a second at HomeGoods. So I thought that it was destined that this year I pull the red and white set back out again. And so as you can see, I make 2 or 3 layers with my cup and also the plates and the bowls, and give the table a little bit of elevation. And I always have a centerpiece like a vase, and this lantern was so cute and it was red. I bought this a few years ago, so I thought it was perfect for Christmas, and it has a hole at the top. So I decided this year I was going to put some floral accents in there and just really make it pop, and that really looks nice at the end, and you'll see. So I put some glasses on the table and Santa Claus, and that gives the table a little bit of elevation. So I always stack the dishes, put something of cloth on the table, and make sure I have elevation to the table, something tall that really sets it off. So when my husband came home from work, he actually pulled out the artificial Christmas tree, you guys. When I was growing up, we had real Christmas trees every year, and I really do love the smell of a fresh Christmas tree, but it started to get a little bit aggravating because it would take me so long to take it down. And Hobby Lobby has these Christmas trees throughout the year for about 75% off, and I think I got this tree for maybe $100 when it was normally $350. So you can't beat that kind of savings, you guys. And so every time I go after Christmas, I seem to find another one at a deeper and deeper discount, and now we have 3. So my husband came home from work on this day, I think it's day 2, and I just asked him to give me some finishing touches because he's really good at creating symmetry and just adding that extra detail to my designs and my tables and my decor. And so he came in and actually put, I think it was some Christmas tree bulbs that were red that had a lot of sparkle, and found our red Christmas trees that I got from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and put those on the table, and that gave it even more height. And so when you look at the table, your eyes really go up when you look at the depth of the table. So those are my key things, you guys, making sure that you have some contrasting shapes, sizes, and create some height on the table. I did get those red placemats from Amazon this year. They were pretty cheap, I think about $15 or $16. They were actually marked for, I think, summer, and because they were red and they went with the red table, I thought it was perfect. And I'll link that in the information below so that you guys can see where I got that from. So every year I just buy 1 or 2 new things and just keep reusing the stuff from previous years. So I got these nutcrackers this year, and I was so excited to put them up. They went with the table so perfectly, and they had a little bit of sparkle. And I bought a couple of red glasses that went with the other taller red glasses. So of course the kids came to help decorate the tree. Now with the tree, I try to keep it pretty simple because the tree is flocked and it has pine cones and lights already on it. That is already a really good starting point. I don't go too elaborate with my Christmas trees. So I let these big bulbs actually be the statement piece of this tree, and again, I got these at a really good discount at a local nursery where they sell Christmas trees and flowers. It's called Pike, and they were 75% off, and I got these maybe 6 or 7 years ago, you guys. It was unbelievable. I think it was a Black Friday deal. They were 75% off. And so I put the scent sickles inside the tree, and the scent sickles will give a smell of a real Christmas tree even though it's artificial. And so we finished that day up with just a couple of accent pieces. I think we used gold, which are some pieces that I got from maybe a dollar store years ago. And I just continued to decorate. When I went out to HomeGoods to get the table decor that I purchased for this year, I also went to Michael's, and I just got 2 of those sparkly red ribbons that they have, and I like to put a little bit of drape on my tree. And so this year I'm going to do ribbon, and so I just basically tossed the ribbons from top to bottom and then went back and tucked them in. And I like to put one of the big bulbs in front of the ribbon as it's coming out of the tree so it just all flows. I got a couple of those sparkly accents to put at the top, those spiky tree toppers to go with the angel, and it just came out so pretty, you guys. It's just so basic and simple, and it looks wonderful in the archway. So again, the bookshelf is my favorite piece in the room. The pillows, the blanket, everything just goes so wonderfully together. I was so proud of how it came out. I was so glad that I got up and got the motivation to actually get the Christmas decorations done. There's our Christmas cards from every year. We put those on display because we do homemade Christmas cards. I was so excited, you guys. And this sign says, "All hearts come home for Christmas," and home is where the heart is. I'm going to show you guys how we ended the night with a delicious Christmas cookie recipe, but first I have to show you how the table came out with all the sparkles and all the red. It was just so pretty. I enjoy walking past it every day. So after the kids helped me putting in hard work, I decided to treat them with some cookies. And these cookies are a recipe that I've seen online and on television recently. There's supposed to be a Dutch Christmas cookie called speculoos. And so the more that I researched them, I realized that they were Biscoff cookies that I've seen in tin cans before. So they're a spicy kind of sugar cookie that has a design on them that I really fell in love with when I saw them being made on TV. And it takes an embossed rolling pin to actually get that design on there, and I wanted to try it out. But also I was excited to have a cookie that was like a gingerbread cookie without so much ginger. So this cookie has cardamom and even black pepper, which I love. It almost reminded me of a chai tea. And so my daughter said that she would be my little helper, and she helped me to make the cookies. And the texture was exactly like a gingerbread cookie. And so we just shaped them up and rolled them out with the regular rolling pin, and then used the embossed rolling pin that I got from Amazon to make the design. I'm going to link all of these things on the description, but most of them are at my Amazon idea store, where you can see where I got all of these items from, including the embossed rolling pin and the pie cutter that I used to make those edges on the cookies. So instead of them just being a rectangle, I decided to give them a little bit of a design around the edges as well. And so that's the embossed rolling pin with the designs on it. And once I rolled out the cookies, and I just came back and rolled the designs into them and cut them with the pie cutter. I use this all the time for pies and even cookies. So I found out my helper was eating some of the cookie dough, but that's okay. They came out wonderful, you guys. I hope you try them. I hope you get motivated to decorate and get in the Christmas spirit. And check out the description below. Check out the music selections. And also make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment and tell me what you want to see more of, or maybe even less of, if there's something that interests you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's Everyday Anderson, as always, you guys. Mwah.